besties, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chavi, and if you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for clicking on another video. As you guys can tell by the title, today I'm going to be showing you how I achieve these boho knotless braids. I am absolutely obsessed with these braids. I love that they are trendy and versatile, but also very effortless. So I'm really excited to show you guys how I did them. Today's video is in partnership with Ayya Hair. I'm using Ayya's Boho Beach Wave braiding hair in 18 inches. It is human hair, and Ayya sent me 5 bundles, but to achieve this look that I'm going to be showing you guys today, I used 3.5 bundles. If you want a fuller look, you can use all 5 bundles, but I intentionally used less hair because I wanted a lighter style. I'm now going to be separating the hair out on my braiding rack. If you're interested in this braiding rack, I will leave the link for my Amazon storefront down in the description box so you can purchase it yourself. I am going to be using synthetic braiding hair for my actual braids, but for the curly leave out, I am using Ayya's Boho Beach Wave hair. Because this is human hair, I have so far had very minimal tangling, and it's very easy to manage and maintain on a daily basis. And let me tell you something about Ayya. I've been a loyal customer for a while now, even before I ever had any sponsorships with them. And I love their hair. The quality is top tier, and I will continue to purchase from them. That's for sure. So if you are looking for high quality braiding hair, I would highly advise you to check out Ayya Hair because I think you're gonna like it. And if you do decide to shop with them, don't forget to mention my name Chavi at the checkout for a free gift. So we are starting out with freshly washed and blown out hair, and I am going to be using my rat tail comb to part my hair into 4 sections. If you watched any of my previous braiding videos, then you know my little pattern. Like, I need my 4 sections. This just helps me maintain like really good parting and spacing, and it's just a really good foundation for me when I do any type of braids in my hair. Here I am with my Shining Jam. I use it to just tame any little flyaways, and also just to make sure that my sections are really sleek and smooth through the entire process. I don't use a whole lot, but I use just enough to, you know, create a slick foundation for each braid. So one thing that I was really intentional about in this video in comparison to my previous braiding videos is showing you guys how I part. So I like to do the brick layering style of parting for my braids. So it's kind of like each part or each row above is kind of offset from the previous. So it gives the look of a lot more fuller braids. It's just my preference. And while I'm not a professional, I do be taking notes from the professionals, and this is how they often will part for their braids. So we're done with that first quarter of my head. It's the progress for me. Now we're on to the second quarter, and here's a little bit more parting I'm showing you guys. I use the Shining Jam, like I said, just to slick it down, give me a slick foundation. And I have a mirror in front of me, and I use a handheld mirror as well to make sure I'm seeing everything that I need to see. and I pin back any additional hair, and then I get to work, y'all. So now I'm showing you what I actually do to start my knotless braids. I have my 3 sections, and I start the braid, as you guys can see, and then once the braid is started, I pick up the braiding hair and I add it in. So it's being fed into the braid, and then I just continue braiding down. I hope this is easy to understand. And then I just continue to feed in more hair, essentially, to give the braid the right amount of thickness or fullness that I want it to have. And I just braid down. So I am on another braid, but I'm just showing you guys, and I just braid down. And now I'm going in with the actual curly piece of hair, the boho human hair, and I just braid it in. I just feed it in the same way I did with the braiding hair until I get to a point where, you know, it's secure into the braid, and then I pull it out. And I'll pull it to the side like that. Or sometimes if it doesn't stay, I will use like a hair clip to clip it to the braid. And you might see me doing that throughout this video sometimes because it'll be in the way. So, you know, I'm just continuing. I fed in some more braiding hair, and I'm just braiding it down until it's time to add another piece of boho human hair. And here I am with the clip. I'm actually showing you guys I clipped it because as you get further down the braid, it's kind of hard to just toss it to the side. It'll keep falling down. So yeah, I hope that's easy to understand. Now, a moment of honesty and transparency, y'all. While I am obsessed with these braids, I love the look. You are going to work, okay? You're gonna work if you want to install these braids yourself. Now, the price that braiders, professional braiders at least, are asking for this style is steep, y'all. So I figured out how to do it on myself. I learned. I am very much a self-taught braider. If you're new here, I've been braiding my hair since I was 14 years old. Okay, I am 31 now. So I am very much self-taught. I've never done any classes or anything like that. I went to YouTube University. Honestly, when I started braiding at 14 years old, I wasn't even on YouTube. I just figured it out myself. And now I will watch braiding videos on YouTube while I'm braiding my hair. I don't even look at the tutorials for real, unless I'm really having a hard time figuring something out. But I think I'm just like naturally gifted when it comes to braiding hair because no one ever really taught me anything. So yes, these are beautiful braids, but like I said, to start, you're going to work, but you're gonna keep your coin in your pocket, right? You're gonna keep hundreds of dollars in your pocket if you figure out how to do this style on yourself, because the girlies is asking for $500, $600, $700 for this style, and I'm not knocking anybody's hustle, but I ain't got it. I don't have it, y'all. I don't have it. But anyways, as you can see, we're on to the back. I am so ecstatic once I get to this point because, y'all, the light, I can see it. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. And now I'm showing you guys more parting. That little handheld mirror really is a lifesaver. It comes in handy for real. Like, I could not braid the back of my head if I didn't have it. And I feel like I get that question a lot too, like, how do you braid the back? A mirror. And as you can see, I really turn my head to the side so that I can reach the back of my head in the most natural way that it is for me to braid. So I just have to turn my head and, you know, use those mirrors. That is what gets me through the back braiding portion. please let me know in the comment section what brought you across this video. And also, I would like to know, what is your skill level as a braider? Are you a beginner? Are you a YouTube student, and is that how you learn how to braid? Or are you a professional? Let me know. I'm so curious. And also tell me if you're watching this video as a how-to to possibly do boho knotless braids on yourself. And if my video is helpful, I would really appreciate it if you could give me a thumbs up. And please subscribe to my channel as well, especially if you've watched this far into the video. That means that you might as well become one of my besties. Just go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate it. Okay guys, so we are done braiding. I'm checking it out in the back. Looks pretty good and full. And now we're gonna start trimming these ends, trimming away any flyaways. And one thing specifically that you have to trim when you do these boho braids is the little flyaway that may poke out from the boho hair that you added mid braid. So I go from braid to braid and I make sure that I clip any flyaways that may be hanging out. I went from every single braid to the next, like all of them, and I was sure to trim them. And then I dipped it in hot water. I did that off camera because I was trying to be safe, but you can see how it's looking. The hot water did not affect the curly boho braiding hair at all, but it sealed in the synthetic ends, and I am obsessed, y'all. This is the final look. What y'all think? I am absolutely obsessed. They are past my butt length, but I did end up trimming them a little bit. But I want to thank you guys so much for clicking on this video. Thanks again to Ayya Hair for sponsoring this video. Please give me a thumbs up and please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I really appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Later, besties.